Guys, I just woke up on a new notification here just to tell me no more time left for our language test. Can you imagine? It has been almost 10 days, every day, every single day. Like, okay, guys, let me show you what exactly do I mean here. So you can see here I've been receiving notification from October 13 to find out what I need to assess my English level, waiting take that test, 15, 16, you can see here 17, and today is 18, around 11 a.m., 11, even before 12, Fajr prayer. You have 3 days left, so I'm running out of time, and today they're telling me 2 days left. So guys, we don't have much time left for us to do this test. And how does it take? What is wrong? I think we can see, I remember they said was 3 from here, October 5. The test check, they'll say, I think is half an hour if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the online languages take 30 to 35 minutes. 55 questions on key skills such as grammar, vocabulary, listening, and reading. Do it in a quiet place with a good internet. So I was waiting for a perfect internet. Now I got it. You can save the assessment at any time and come back to it within 10 days. Other problem? No. So let's get started, guys. Let's do it. Let's spend our 30 minutes, finish our online test, and be with peaceful mind. Stay with me until the end. Finally, the time to do it. The time to do it. 30 to 35 minutes. So hope we are ready, guys. They say for better experience I should download the OLS app, so I have to download it, and here it is loading now. A bit loading, so after we download it, we are ready for better experience. Yeah, ready, open it. I see going on the, as I can see going on the app, it takes much time. So guys, let's just continue using the website since it's the online. It seems they need both, like the date of birth, your first name, surname, and yeah, mother tongue, the mother language which you are speaking, and you can see the nationality and the sex. So you accept the terms. So if you go online and if you wanna do normal like on the website, still both of them they require the same criteria. So let's just use the app for better experience. Save. Yeah, would like to send me notification, allow. Then you have been invited to take part in new mobility, add mobility, Romania. Oh guys, I should take you with me here. Come guys. You see like country of destination, okay, country of start of mobility, you choose. Mobility I started was, I came October 2020, so there we go. End of mobility. It ends on June. Is it June? Yeah, June 2021. Yeah, so we can come type of activity. We come over here, studies. Okay, so mobility 9 months. Okay, so you click next. So for here you have the option to choose both the languages, like local language if you wanna learn, and a foreign language. Since moving for the Erasmus program, you just need the English language. So this is select your learning language, and also the Romanian also we can still learn a bit. Add to mobility. So we can see now here our English language. As we said, our mobility starts on October 2020 to June 2021. We see step 1, which is first language assessment, which we're supposed to do, available until 21, and now we are on 18, so we are just remaining with 2 days. And language call, this which are 2, please complete your first assessment before accessing this one, and your final also is not yet available. So we're gonna do our test, this one. If from here the marks which we'll get will grade us to which course we're gonna be doing over here. So now hope we are ready to start, and yeah, hope everything will be fine. Bismillah. So we can see the assessment has been divided into grammar, vocabulary, listening comprehension, and reading comprehension. So let's get an understand. So we'll start with grammar. 20 questions. Are you ready? Yes, let's go. Yes, so the grammar is ready. We can see grammar is ready. Now we go to vocabularies. 15 questions. We finish grammar, which is 40 questions. Let's go. Vocabulary, vocabulary, vocabulary. Faith in his judgment. She quit her job because she wasn't gaining, paying, spending enough money. I bumped into John the other day. Guys, should you be solving with me? I bumped into John the other day. He looked a bit weird. I noticed it. A person who sells gold rings, necklaces, and earrings is... Well, so vocabulary 15 questions finished, and so 40 plus 15, 55 questions have just been done in 16 minutes. Let's finish listening comprehension, then we will finish with the reading, and our test will be over. Guys, these questions are like this. You have here a bunch of questions or opinion or summary, then you need to play the audio. So let's play and listen, try to solve the question with ourselves.
The problem with relying on IQ or even IQ style theoretical questions to predict business success isn't with what IQ actually measures. In fact, cognitive ability is certainly important for many jobs. Rather, the problem is with what IQ doesn't measure. Real business problems, practical problems, require you to recognize the existence of a problem, seek out information to help solve it, gather various acceptable solutions, and evaluate those solutions in the context of prior experience and relationships. They also require you to be motivated and involve yourself personally. One major example of an alternative indicator of success: your emotional intelligence. This refers to your ability to identify and monitor emotions, both your own and others. It's critical for problem solving and relationship building in the business world. It doesn't matter if you can stand up and recite the Fibonacci sequence on the spot. If you have trouble handling change and developing and managing productive relationships, you'll find it challenging to find major success in many business roles.
Did you get what it meant? So the question becomes like that. So for me, I think emotional intelligence alone is not enough to succeed, because if you say our capacity to manage practical problems can be measured, yeah, but IQ tests are being redeveloped to measure emotion in intelligence. Emotional, no, IQ doesn't based on emotional intelligence alone is not enough to succeed. True high IQ means little without emotional intelligence. Yeah, this at least is perfect. Let's go. Let's solve also this question. So we have option. The speaker is upset because her date cancelled at the last minute, never came, arrived late, made an excuse to avoid meeting.
And there I was, waiting endlessly like a pathetic puppy who had been abandoned by his master. You try to make up excuses and pretend it's not happening until you face the fact that you have been stood up. Yes, stood up. Even so, I would have preferred him to have cancelled the date, even with a miserable excuse, than leave me in the lurch.
So by listening to the audio, you can see the cancellation was made like not cancelled last minute, no. Or never came. So never came, but arrived late, no. Now nobody arrived and made an excuse to avoid the meeting, no, but never came. So there we go. So this question become of this format. That's it. And let's solve our last question here together. So the success of Finnish education system is due to A, small class sizes and teacher training, mixed level classes and support for weaker students, streaming classes to ensure students are supported, extra teachers, and a wide choice of school.
Finnish schools are seen to be getting the best results in science and reading for the whole developed world. They score consistently at the top of world rankings. The Finnish approach to education is contrary to streaming off the stronger and weaker pupils, to keep all children in the same class, regardless of their ability, and provide an extra teacher for those who are lagging behind.
So mixed level classes and support for weaker students, yeah. Let's listen again.
Finnish schools are seen to be getting...
I think stream classes to ensure students are supported, because mixed level classes and support for weaker students. Finally, remaining with 10 questions, which are reading comprehensions. We are listening, now we need to read. Let's go on, guys. Should we solve this together? Choose reading comprehension, choose the right answer, like Dear Mrs. Ramsbottom, with regard to your recent request for an overdraft facility of your current account, we regret to inform you that we will not be able to satisfy your request as your account balance is already more than 300 euros overdrawn without authorization. Moreover, we inform you that this amount must be cleared within your next 10 days. Yours sincerely, Vesna Mars. So, choose the right answer. Mrs. Ramsbottom has an authorized overdraft of her account. No. Mrs. Ramsbottom would like to have an overdraft facility on her account. None of these answers are correct. Mrs. Ramsbottom has 300 in her account. Would like to have an overdraft facility. Yeah. She wanted overdraft facility on your current account. Yep. So analysts said the German figures disappointed but were not cause for immediate concern. While the overall level of growth may be disappointing, the mix of components looks strong, said Berenberg Bank economics crisis skews. The German economy remains the stronghold of the Eurozone, said the ING DIBA economist Grace Breeze, highlighting a positive mix of record high employment, wage increase and a strong external demand for German products. New article from AFP. So by just looking, we can go with one. That's it. Should we solve all of them, guys? Time won't be enough. This is Carol Richardson voice message. I'm sorry, but I'm not available at the moment. I have gone off to Spain for 2 weeks and will have limited access to my emails. If there's any urgent matters, please call Anne. Pass on that she'll be happy to help during my absence. Carol is on a sick leave now. Carol's colleague will take care of any problems. Carol can be contacted either by email. Anne's parcel is Carol's manager. No, urgent matters, please call. So Carol's is manager. So this one here, Carol's colleague, which is Anne. So let's just solve this question all together. The blue economy, I'm just reading to practice my English. So the blue economy could become an important driver of prosperity and job creation, not least in some developing and middle-income countries where the sector already represents an important share of the overall economy. There is huge untapped potential. Areas such as aquaculture, offshore renewable energy, blue biotechnology, coastal tourism, and marine mineral resources hold major opportunities for foster blue growth and promote inclusive development by generating new employment opportunities. New synergies between public authorities, local communities, researchers, and private investors are needed, as well as a whole new set of blue skills to drive innovation, thus allowing the ocean economy to thrive while ensuring that marine resources are used and managed sustainably to the benefit of both present and future generation. Source directed Europa -- So blue. This question is very interesting. That's why I have to read it with you. So kids and adults have been finding ways to avoid eating vegetables for decades. A friend of mine once told me that she used to dump her broccoli in her milk and quickly empty out her glass in the garbage disposal at the end of each meal. If she were ever caught, she would shamelessly blame the scam on her unassuming little brother. To this day, she still avoids veggies. They don't just taste good to her. This was hard to understand. For a vegetable lover like myself, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, spinach, you name it, and it will be I like it because it tastes good. Well, it turns out the same mother nature that brought us vegetables may also determine whether we love or hate them. That's right, folks. We are talking genes here. People can be classified as non-testers, testers, and super testers based on their sensitivity to bitter compounds. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, grapefruit are few examples that contain naturally occurring compounds that make super testers cringe. These foods also happen to be nutritional powerhouses stacked with antioxidants and minerals. Research has shown that other super testers consume vegetables on less frequent basis than testers or non-testers. So now the time to answer the question. Testers and non-testers cannot detect bitterness in vegetables? No. Children are more likely to be non-testers than super testers? No. Super testers alone enjoy the bitter taste of some vegetables. Some people are genetically predisposed to dislike, this one here. So, information for bus passenger. Buses leave from main entrance at 7 o'clock a.m., 10 o'clock a.m., 1 o'clock p.m. and 7 o'clock p.m. Please allow 30 minutes for your trip to Chicago and 1 hour for JFK Airport. As tickets cannot be bought on the bus, please purchase your ticket at one of our offices or online. For prices, please consult our website www.airtanzaniabuses.com. So the bus takes 1 hour to go to Chicago? No. You have to wait 30 minutes for your ticket? No. The bus driver does not sell ticket? Yes. Bus leaves from the main entrance every 3 hours? No, because from 7 to here 3 hours, okay, to 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. 3 hours, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. 3 hours, from here to 7 p.m. 3. No, here is more than, so doesn't sell the tickets. You see how tricky the question are. So another one, veteran US rockers Motley Crue have announced their retirement. With plans for one last tour, the Los Angeles-based band, together for other 3 decades, will play 72 concerts in North America starting in July, before continuing their appropriate named final tour internationally next year. Motley Crue have been and always will be definitive bad boys of rock and roll, said Rick Franks of tour promoters Live Nation as he announced the tour with Alice Cooper as a special guest. So you can see here the Los Angeles based band together for over 3 decades, so more than 30 years. This can be our answer. Oh guys, what is your answer according to the question? Drop on the comment section. Guys, we are about to finish. So painting of miniature buffaloes, wolf pigs and human hands covering the walls and ceilings of caves in Indonesia could be among the oldest examples of cave art in the world, a new study finds. The paintings, some of which might be more than 40 years old, challenge Europe is standing at the birthplace of prehistoric art. It was previously thought that Western Europe was the centerpiece of symbolic explosion in early human artistic activities such as cave painting and other forms of image making, including figurative art. Around 40 years ago, said study leader Maxime Aubert, an archaeologist and a geochemist at Australian Griffith University. However, our findings show that cave art was made at opposite ends of Pleistocene Eurasian world at about the same time, suggesting these practices have deeper origins, perhaps in Africa, before our species left this continent and spread across the globe. So the pre-article source http://www.csmonitor.science here. So prehistoric for the answers. So prehistoric art probably originated in Africa rather than Europe. Probably Europe is still recognized as the home of prehistoric art. Early European art developed from a much older Eurasian tradition. However, I find it shows that the cave art was made at opposite ends of the here. So Indonesia saw a major development in the 40 years. Guys, I don't know what is your answers here. I'm confused. So I can see the origin was thought to be at Western Europe. Then later we have seen the origin also came to where from Europe. However, it was found to be from Eurasia world, but had the deeper origin perhaps from Africa, before the move. So prehistoric art probably originated in Africa rather than Europe. deeper. You see, deeper origin, perhaps. Indonesia saw immediately around 40 years earlier. European, they're from much older Russian tradition. No, so Europe is still so probably this. Let's go. It is too soon to say whether social media giants attempt to clamp down on fake news will have a significant impact, but fabricated stories posing a serious journalism are not likely to go away, as they have become a means for some writers to make money and potentially influence public opinion. Even as we recognize that fake news causes confusion about current issues and events, we continue to circulate it. A December 2016 survey by the Pew Research Center suggests that 23% of adults have shared fake news, knowingly or unknowingly, with their friends and others. Fake news is a term that can mean different things depending on context. News satire is often called fake news as a parody, such as the Saturday Night Live mock newscast weekend update. Much of the fake news that flooded the internet during 2016 US election season consists of written pieces and recorded segments promoting false information or perpetuating conspiracy theories. So you can see fake news is a platform for journalists to gain credibility. Fake news is a phenomenon that is here to stay. We are learning to limit the spread of fake news. Social media sites are ignoring the problem of fake news. I can see this. So guys, we are just reading to practice our English here. Either way, the jovial personality of the first night did not reappear. Mr. Ponsonby remained polite but distant on few occasions that Emily had the occasion to speak to him, either on his way out of the house or on his return. On her way back from shops one evening, she spotted him through the steamy window of the Black Cat Cafe, sitting at a corner table, hunched over a plate of food with his back to the room, engrossed in a copy of evening paper. She wondered what sort of business it was that kept him in town, but it was no concern of hers. As long as he paid the rent and kept himself to himself, that was fine by her. Author Caroline Gunham, 2018. Mrs. Spence is a demanding guest, Emily is concerned by Mr. Ponsonby's behavior. No, Mr. Keeps a close eye on. Keeps. Sure. So, finally, congratulations, you have finished your assessment. Your level is B2. So, you can understand complex lines of clear structure argument on both concrete and abstract topics, including technical discussion in familiar fields and particular attitudes or point of view. How was your assessment? We had like to hear from you. Take a quick survey, view your breakdown of results by skills. So let's take a quick first survey. So you can see your feedback is great, will help us a lot by correspondence. Did you experience any problem during the language assessment? No. How satisfied are you with the whole assessment? Very satisfied, somewhat dissatisfied, very dissatisfied. Submit. Go back to LMS. No, come on. I was here, Let us view our breakdown of results by skills. So we can see grammar, we got B2. Vocabulary, we got B2. Listening comprehensive, B1. and reading comprehension B2. So just on listening, because listening and answering the question is a bit, you can understand the main. Let's see the comment. You understand the relatively complex grammatical structures and the relationship between ideas, and is gained by high-level connecting devices. Vocabulary, you understand a wide range of lexical terms and expression, including common idioms and phrasal verbs related to most general topics, as well as your field of specialization. Listening comprehension, you can understand the main points of clear standard speech in familiar social and work-related domains, as well as many radio and TV programs on current affairs or topics of interest when the delivery is relatively slow. So I see on listening, I'm still lagging behind. Sorry guys, I have flew a bit. Reading comprehension, you are able to understand articles and report on contemporary problem in which the writer adopted a particular attitude or point of view. So CER, so continue. So from there we can see, we can download our results. B2 level achieved, Ramadan Suleiman. Yeah, that's it. So we can share this. So guys, that was all about the language course, which is available until 18/11. We'll do on another weekend. Today we had just to do that one, which is November. We still have 1 month, so we'll have another assessment, then we'll start the language Romanian also. Yeah, that's it. So now we are done with our test, as the results are like that. So we'll keep in touch for the remaining part, which is some of the question or some of the work we'll be doing on next weekend. We can try to finish, because the final assessment is on 15 on June, but we'll try if we can finish this earlier. Also, we can finish that on time. So that's it. Like, share and subscribe.